Today is going to be a long day. Morning guys. Going to be a long trip out today. This isn't the video that we was going to have originally, but we're going on a road trip. First day, got to go to the dentist to get me check-up. Not compulsory before going to Perth, but bought something on the marketplace. Wasn't expecting to buy it, but Wilson is going to get a new hairpiece today. So we've got about an 800 plus kilometre round trip, and this is another reason why I need to improve the comfort in this car. So stick around and we'll go on a journey, see how we go. Fingers crossed, no dramas. Wish me luck. Well, there's that horrible job done, and we're all okay, so excellent. Teeth polished. So now we've got to go and get some fuel and get the car organised for our trip down south. If I've got to reverse out here, they couldn't park much closer. This is why I hate not reverse parking. There we go, we're around to there. Well, that was bloody expensive fuel here. I hadn't noticed that once I started putting some in, so I've just put $15 worth in and we'll fill it up at Dongara on the way, where it's about 17 cents a litre cheaper. So round the forecourt we go and out back to home to get Wilson ready for the trip south. Well, that'll make life easier, getting to the roof rack. Definitely got to get a better system. Now I need a hand. Oh, there we go, we're all prepped. I have drink, I have tea making facilities, and the cage is loose so I can get a concrete slab in while we're in Perth, which is one reason why we're going to keep the tractor. So here we go, 4-hour journey plus 400 k's. That's just to get the concrete slab, and then we'll pick the roof rack up and come home. It's going to be a long day. price fuel here. Oh, look at that. $175.9. That's much more realistic. Right, let's go. Oh, I hear a truck coming. Typical truck right now. He's going to be fun to get past. Oh well, let's see what we can do. a long trip, and now we've arrived at the first location. Oh, quiet. Glad to be getting out. Right, now we've arrived, we can get his new roof rack. Let's plug you back in there. Cool. Well, Wilson has got his new hat on. We're going to head to Jurien Bay and get something to eat, and then I'll give you a look around. I'm not going to video all that as well, so catch you in a bit. Let's go. Three-quarters of the way in, halfway home. Time to find something to eat and then make a cup of tea, and I'll show you what we got for Wilson. One new hat. A little bit windy, hopefully it's not too much muffled on the microphone. So now we're at Jurien Bay, and I've just been and utilised the public facilities. Get the old kettle on, have a nice cup of tea and eat my fish and chips. I like fish and chips. Oh, there's a concrete fence panel that we picked up at the first location. That'll keep me in the good books with the wife. There we go. Chips are nice. And snapper, very nice. Now, just got to wait for the kettle. So the cup of tea is now brewing. I've got my fish and chips, so I'm fed and watered, or will be. There's a nice view here at Jurien Bay. Three-quarters of the way through the day and it's already 5:30. So I'm not going to be home any time before 8 o'clock tonight. Still got a couple of hours to drive yet. But I've got a decent roof rack. Keep the wife happy with the concrete in the garden. All in all, it's been a good day so far. All we've got to do from here on in is avoid the kangaroos. We don't want to be hitting them even with the rhubarb on the front. Yum, yum, yum. Wearing half of it now. Fish and chips on a Friday is about right, I think. I'm going to hide in the car, I think. They're not waiting, are they? Right, let's go home. Let's see what kangaroos we can avoid. Right, 2 hours for this bit. Bliss, silence at last. 11-hour day setting here is a long day all in, and we'll just take the food stuff in with me and we'll leave the rest till the morning, and then I'll show you around properly. So until then, catch you later. Morning guys, welcome to day 2 of this little extravaganza. We're now going to sort the mess out that's in the back of there and get things squared up again. I'm a day behind on what I was supposed to be doing this long weekend off, but here we go, it is what it is. First things first, get this slab out. What have we got? That. Wouldn't get this in a disco. Ugh. Well, at least I wouldn't put it in a disco. Oh, blooming heavy. Who put the plants in the way? Well, it was me. But get that into there. Happy wife, and off we go then. Awesome. Back on with the Land Rovering. I'm not sure why I'm sitting here all cramped up. Let's make some room. That's better. And the door stays open. Although I think I might get wet shortly. Done. Time to run because it is here. We are in between rain showers. This is what we got. Front runner expedition roof rack with the brackets for some tracks, which obviously don't fit my tracks. It never does, you know how it is. But I'll have to work out how to make them fit. Come around the back here. You'll notice my high lift jack. Well, now we have a bracket for a high lift jack, so at least I can put it somewhere sensible. Because at the minute it is just hard bolted on the rear in a couple of locations. So at least we can get rid of that. And a gas bottle holder. So that was what the trip down to Perth was all about yesterday. Like I say, it was a long day. It was just something that popped up and I noticed it on Facebook Marketplace. And there we go. Also got a spare wheel holder to go on it as well, but I don't know if I'm going to put that on the roof or not, because it's a big lift to get a spare wheel up there. They're not light things. But obviously now we have this, we have a slight issue with getting to the roof rack. I have this ladder, which has been on here about 4 years, and already it's completely rotting away. It's not a comfortable ladder. These rungs being square, they're not easy on the feet. So I have a new ladder to go on there, and obviously we need access to the front. So that means, as you probably suspect, the dreaded checker plate. I like the clean white front, but yeah, I think we're going to put the checker plate on to get better access to the front of the roof. But there we go. Wilson the Defender with his new hat on. So there we have your first proper look around Wilson. You know, 300 TDI, 110. Bit scabby. I'll show you the really scabby part. That part. So I know I've got a little panel to go on it, but I know it's going to need a full bulkhead replacement at some stage. It's going to be a big job and a lot of videoing, so I know how it all goes back together again afterwards. But that's a job for a bit into the future. But all in all though, he is solid. The other important stuff, the chassis, the other bits, cross member at the rear here and chassis rails, they're all solid. no issues with those at all. It's just the bulkhead. So that's going to be a big video at some stage. Lots of videos, so I know how it all goes back together again, and I might persuade my mate Mitch to give us a hand. But anyway, so there's Wilson in his hat. We'll catch you next time. Bye for now.